Right in the heart of a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the lab. I feel a cold stare.
14 Penn State frat bros have been charged in a wild cocaine trafficking case out of Pennsylvania. Let's talk about it. According to an indictment dropped recently by Dave Sunday, the Pennsylvania Attorney General Criminal Law Division, he would state in the indictment that multiple individuals from two different Penn State University Maine frats essentially trafficked large amounts of cocaine into the university, then to the student body. Now, in the memo about the case in 23 and 24, multiple kilos of cocaine were grabbed by multiple individuals and brought back to campus where it was individually cut and packaged for sale. This was essentially Tariq St. Patrick and Braden at Choate in power, and the pick of the litter at the top was this guy, Agostino Abatiello. Now, according to the state of Pennsylvania, Abatiello was the main trafficker and connect for cocaine at Penn State. This kid was bringing in bread. Now, he is part of a frat called Sigma Chi. Another individual, Thomas Robinson from the Delta Upsilon fraternity, was also involved at the top levels. And it was stated also in the indictment that both these individuals would make trips to major cities, purchase the cocaine, and bring it back to the frats. And one of the wildest things was, during the course of this operation, it was actually, for some pledges that were looking to get into this frat, one of the things you had to do was be involved with moving cocaine and selling cocaine. Now, Battiello, Robinson, and two others are charged with the most serious crimes, which include felony corrupt organizations, which is essentially the RICO Act for Pennsylvania, as well as other conspiracy charges. Now, most of the other people in this case are charged with misdemeanors and small drug dealing charges. Now, Thomas Robinson's father was the only non-student charged, as according to the state, he would say that Mr. Robinson, the father, was concealing evidence for his son. Now, Battiello has not been picked up by the state of Pennsylvania. In fact, he is still a essential fugitive, as there is a warrant out for his arrest. This guy right here was the Tony Montana of Penn State. Pretty crazy.
What's good, man? L.A.R. movement still moving. Penn State, boy. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, okay. Listen, man. Um, Tommy Egan and Tommy Egan out here using the fraternity to run that dope. And the dad and one of the dads is hiding evidence. And it says they were students until 2024. So they had been on campus for 2 years, pledging Lambda Nu. So what are we gonna do after we pledge? Young, move that dope. Young and move that dope, yo. So I'm like, hold on. Here's the issue. First issue. Y'all want to just act like it's just Penn State? This is what we doing? I just go, we busted the guys who been Lambda Nu, Sigma Chi, Delta Upsilon. We're gonna bust these guys and there's 14 other guys, but you really think it's just Penn State? Oh, bro, look, man, you can take this from USC all the way to the University of Maine, and y'all know it already. They just doing what a lot of college students do that are of a certain persuasion. Oh, and by the way, there's another part about this story. These are men of means, right? Getting that dope on consignment. This ain't really been a good summer for white America. I mean, ever since the Carmelo Anthony thing, man, it's been story after story. White people doing some crazy stuff. Everybody keep getting caught. It's like, well. Luigi Mangione might have been the kickoff, but we're not doing stuff. Dope story. And you see how they could technically get a RICO, but they ain't really getting a RICO. How funny is that? Oh, okay. Anybody going to Harvard, University of Penn? It's going down over there now. What are you talking about? Syracuse? Uh huh. Yep. Rhode Island? Mm hmm. MIT? You know, Miami? Look, we go anywhere on the planet, anywhere in the United States, and there's going to be some drug activity on these college campuses. But he said, look, man, if you're going to play it, you're going to bag this dope up. They had him in there like dope houses in the 80s and 90s, just in your drawers, just put it together. Yeah, yeah. You know, you lucky bagging dope to Leonard Skinner. Sweet home Alabama, bagging coke for the school. Anyway, uh, University of Alabama. Since I said it, but y'all out here covering up murders, you know, in multiple fronts at the same time. Police keep getting indicted on these weird cases. Like I forgot my body cam. I can't cut it off. Okay, all right, man. Okay. People keep going, well, that's wrong. But if a white person did this to a person, it would be racial. Next week, it happens. And it's like, oh well, let's just lie and cover that up. I mean, well, they didn't do it the way I said they'd do it, but what are we gonna do? It's like, bro, y'all gonna have to deal with this concept of y'all criminal activity is is run amok, man, because y'all allowed to do it. You remember, I forgot the guy that was a drug dealer, and he was famously pictured with Leonardo DiCaprio at like celebrity parties because he was, he had all these, I'm a guy, I'm just out with the guys, I'm just a successful white guy. What does he do? Move that dope, young, move that dope. It's like, oh, okay. Then people go, I don't know what happened. You remember when Philip C. Hoffman died of an overdose? Oh, they wanted to turn up the whole state of California. We're going to find these people who sold him this heroin. It's like, bro, oh, now you care about drugs. But see, here's the other part about it. Usually there are there overdoses aren't reported like that on college campuses. Usually it's people could die from alcohol poisoning. They don't talk about the overdoses, because let me just give you a bump just to get through the day. And it's so prevalent because you got to have some money to be buying powder. Powder is not a poor drug. What are y'all learning at these schools? Just call him Augustino St. Patrick. Tommy, and the other dude named Tommy anyways, Thomas, so he Tommy Egan for real. But here's the thing. Penn State, boy, y'all touching kids, y'all selling dope. What else gonna come out there? What else is about to come out there? And then the funny part about it is, wait till they had that all-white game. Oh, the joke is gonna be on Penn State. Oh, that all-white game. And some of y'all know, people who know college football, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a game where everybody in the stadium wears white. It's a white out. Damn. If Augustino and Thomas would have been free for that white out. Boy, oh boy. And here's the other part about this concept that people, just want to ignore. When I'm bringing up the whiteout game, there are alumni who go to these colleges at this time of year, football season, get these Airbnbs, hook up with their old friends, and some of them just have a good old time, and some of them over there having a really good time, really good time. So they don't want to talk about that part either. this is a normalized behavior. Oh, these kids are just having fun and being young and having fun. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then somebody tailgating with that powder. Hey man, when can we get some party favors? I know that's an old stereotype, but I'm just gonna use it. Where can we get some? Oh, I know a guy. I bet you do. Now you go into your old chapter, your old fraternity. And fraternities have been known for alcohol and drugs on college campuses. So it just fits the stereotype. But that concept of um these are good guys from good families and good places. They're shocked. How? How are y'all shocked? Didn't y'all let not Penn State, but I think it was a young white kid who got arrested for sexual assault. Went on trial. Basically, they found him not guilty and expunged his record. If I'm not mistaken, this dude wound up getting accepted to and enrolled in LSU. And it go down at LSU. But hey, so if something happens on the campus with this cat, they already knew. I mean, they might wind up kicking him out as soon as he get there. He might be there now. They might be throwing him out for all I know. That was a story that was told. Could be accurate, could not be, but that's just my point of view. But that concept of second, third chances, and you're white, so you're gonna make go under the radar. You know how bad you got to f up to be a national story as a white drug dealer? Do you really know how bad you got to mess up to be a white drug dealer, a team of white drug dealers, and get caught? You must have been just selling to the police. Hey, DEA come through. I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Okay. You really got to be messing up. But hey, there going to be more stories in the coming years. Believe you me. But I'm done. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.